Alright guys, how's it going? So, I have been out to the garage this morning and bought you today's Spanish football dailies. I will tell you right now, to save wasting your time, there is nothing in here about Thubermende. Nobody would expect there to be. Don't start fucking caps locking me to death. Say, why would we fucking Thubermende? Right? Because that sometimes people think because he hasn't signed a new contract, it leaves the door open. These Twitter twats are telling you it might still be on. All right? So I'm just saying there's no in there. All right, just back the fuck down. Nothing in there about Thubermende. Nothing in this one in particular, because this is the really pro-Barcelona one. Nothing about Luis Diaz. There hasn't been for about a week now in any of these Spanish football dailies. Sport about a week ago did do a double page spread, page 2 and 3, I think, about Luis Diaz. They do want him, guys, but they just can't make it happen. So there's nothing about Luis Diaz. There's nothing about Thubermende. And Mamardashvili, Milli Vanilli, whatever he's called at Valencia, nothing about him. However, that's gone exceptionally quiet in the Spanish print media since around Wednesday. Was it last week? Or was it Wednesday last week? Maybe even the week before? I can't remember. It's been a while since they've said anything about him, which I think is good news. I think that's good news. I know Fabrizio Romano, Mo Salah. Some of you won't understand why I shout Mo Salah when I mention Fabrizio Romano's name sometimes. Ask in the comment section, someone will tell you. He's been posting every hour, every fucking day, every fucking week that we're nearly there. Liverpool are nearly there. There's one more meeting now. Oh, is there really, Fabrizio? Gone right off him, guys. There is a little bit about Valencia here. I don't know if you can see that down here. But that's just about them doing some other business. But there is some stuff I want to talk to you about. Right. What do I want to talk to you about? Well, what about this lad? Do you remember him? Yeah. So you can log off now if you don't. This is for the diehards, you know what I'm saying? Diehard KopTalk TV viewers and diehard Liverpool fans. So do you remember this chap? What a player he was. You might not think so, because I don't think he was used, effectively at Liverpool. It's quite an interesting one, the Aspas story, for me personally, with me living in Spain. I speak to my Spanish friends all the time, mis amigos, and prior to him coming to Liverpool, I used to say to them, who should Liverpool be going for? And the one they always said was Aspas. And I remember talking about that in videos, and then it actually became a real thing. It actually happened, but it wasn't used properly at Liverpool. And but after leaving Liverpool, he's been amazing, honestly. So it just didn't work out for him. But yeah, I like to know what's going on with these players. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly tell you what it says about him. I may have prepared this for you. Okay, so basically, the article discusses Aspas in his role in Celta's leadership. He's enjoying his time with the team. He's enjoying it with the new manager. He's seen as crucial, having scored 2 goals and provided an assist so far. The team aims to maintain their lead with Aspas as their flag bearer. In summary, Aspas is highlighted as a key player for Celta, contributing significantly to their early success in the season. He scored 2 goals and provided an assist, helping Celta maintain their leadership position. He expresses his enjoyment and satisfaction with the team in the article, emphasising his importance in their strategy to stay at the top. Let me just look at the La Liga table. Celta Vigo top, ahead of Barcelona, Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, although they've all played 2 games. Celta and Barcelona have won theirs and are a joint top at the moment. So yeah, it's interesting for Celta. Obviously, Rafa, as Tom Hicks would say, Rafa, was manager there before, and Rafa's spoken out a little bit about Celta recently, saying, they're now doing what I told them to do, but just with a different manager. The president of Celta had come back saying it's more about, we want actions, not words. So there's been a little bit of a spat going on with Rafa there. But also Aspas, he has said that he's enjoying playing under this new manager, so it makes you wonder if there was some friction there as well. I mean, saying you're enjoying playing for a new manager doesn't mean that, but I have seen some of his comments that in the media are kind of saying like, oh, is he digging at Rafa there? So that was one thing. The other article that I was going to show you, I won't look for it, so I don't see the point. I don't think that's necessary, but it's about Kubo. Let me see if I can find it for you. Un momento, por favor. Yes. Kubo. Okay, so Kubo is the Real Sociedad winger. Linked heavily with Liverpool, and then it went quiet, fucking per usual. And I think he'd be a good addition, to the squad. But the thing is he a little bit too small for the Premier League? I don't know. Maybe you got views on that. But anyway, it says here that there was an article about him. There's been a lot of articles about Kubo in the Spanish print media for the last few days or so. I know he had an outstanding game the other day. That would explain some of it. But I can't help but think that maybe his agent's behind it a little bit, trying to get his name out there. Anyway, this article is another pro-Kubo article, and it says Kubo is often a topic of discussion, sometimes for his actions on the field and other times for his behaviour off it. He scored a winning goal for Real Sociedad with a remarkable individual play. His celebration was peculiar and seemed to express his displeasure at being a substitute. Does that remind you of anyone? He pushed away teammates who tried to congratulate him, showing his frustration at not being a starter. He's been sought after by many European clubs, especially Liverpool. But he was surprisingly benched, not due to injury, but by a technical decision, as clarified by the coach. After scoring, Kubo ran to the centre of the field, pointed to his jersey and dedicated the goal to someone, which the coach tried to downplay. However, his anger was evident, and even his teammates acknowledged it after the match. Thubamende noted that Kubo was upset about not starting, but silenced everyone with his performance. Kubo hadn't scored since February 18th, and his goals are crucial for the team, contributing to 15 victories and a draw for Real Sociedad. The Liverpool Echo did a clickbaity headline about this. I think it was today. Might be yesterday. I think it was today, saying they brought Thubamende into it. Do you know what I mean? Like it was. I'm sure that he was in the headline, something to do with Thubamende told to shut up or something. It made you think like, oh, is it something to do with that Liverpool thing? But it was to do with what I've just touched upon with you there. Okay. You may have heard me mention Valencia. I think I showed you a very, very, very small bit in the middle there, Valencia. And I did say it was about something else. Basically, they want to sign Thierry Rendal. No, Napoli has the name of Thierry Rendal, on the table. The Italian club has already started communication to sign the Valencia fullback. Valencia could let him leave. He's a Portuguese player for 12 million euros. Valencia is also looking to strengthen this week with a defensive player, following some initial doubts of the team. So he's kind of relevant a little bit because, if they get 12 million, does that mean they're not as desperate to sell? Like you've got to think that Liverpool are doing this deal for Milli Vanilli, right? Mamardashvili, and within that, not only is there a fee to command, but also like how much will they have to pay Liverpool to loan the player after that? Do you know what I mean? So finances of other deals and movement, I think, does affect or can affect is a better saying other potential deals. And obviously we're trying to negotiate with Valencia at the moment. And if they're looking for a defensive player, could they speak to Liverpool during their negotiations and say, what about this and this? But I don't think we've got anyone left, have we? So that's that's your roundup from the Spanish dailies. Now I'm doing the Spanish dailies, football dailies, because it's the transfer window and because we've had dealings with Real Sociedad, Valencia. We haven't had dealings with Barcelona, but there has obviously been the Luis Diaz speculation. So I think it's quite a decent addition to this channel. I don't know what you think. Please let me know. Okay, you know, maybe there's nothing really exciting in there, but this channel is real. Do you know what I mean? Like, we talk about other things, like Zubimendi, for example. When I mention him in a video or do a video about it, it's not because I think he's going to go to Liverpool now, but I'm still kind of like interested to see what happens with that player now. Are you like that? Do you know what I mean? So like, if he signs a new deal, then I'll make a video about it. People go, "Why are you talking about?" You know what I mean? And it's like, because we once had an interest in this player. I want to see what he does now. Will he potentially move on to someone else in the future? You know, will another club sniff around him? And if they sign him next year, why did we not sign him this? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's a useful addition. And, you know, I don't know. I think the newspapers cost me €4 a day, which is what, probably £3.50 or something like that. £3, £3.50. And I was going to continue buying them right up to deadline day. Maybe I would actually go past a day or two just to see if there was anything comes out after the deadline that Liverpool might have tried to do somewhere. But is it something that I should do all year round, do you think? Like, should I, do you want to know about, Fernando Torres, how he's doing as a reserve team boss at Atletico? Do you want to know about those things? Do you want to know about previous players linked with us? Obviously, if I buy the newspapers all year round, there's not going to be a lot of mention of Liverpool in there. But is it something that you still want me to continue? Because if it is, I'll do it. It's a ball ache going to the fucking garage every morning, but it gets me out of the house, I guess. And if you guys continue to support the channel, buy memberships and buy me the odd beer or coffee, let's be honest, buy me a beer or a coffee on this video, for example, he's paying for the newspapers. Do you know what I mean? So, but it's easy just to get me a beer or a coffee. But, because, listen, £3.50 a day or whatever over the course of a month, and certainly over the course of a year, it does add up, So, I don't know, but I'm happy to do it for you. If that's what you want me to do. And to be honest with you, I've quite enjoyed getting the newspapers in the morning, sitting down with a coffee, be it in the cafe or at home. I was at home this morning, and just quickly scanning them for you. I don't know. You let me know what you think about that, guys, because I'm here to work for you, all right? And I will do whatever you find of interest. And you have to remember that during the season, there might not be a lot to talk about, So, I don't know. I'll do what you want me to do, okay? So, I'll leave that with you. I hope you're okay. Don't forget, I'll be live on here at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock today. Please do come along. If you appreciate the video, and my effort with it, please do give me a thumbs up. It just takes you a second. And if you've got time, drop me a comment if there's anything in the video that you'd like to share with me. Your opinions are extremely valuable to me here, and valued. And, let me know your feedback on the newspapers. Would you think that would be a good addition through the year, or you're not bothered? Just let me know. And if you do want to buy me a beer or a coffee or buy a newspaper, hit the super thanks button, the love heart under the video, and that goes in the KopTalk kitty, if you like. So that helps me, and I get that on the 23rd of every month, all right? But if it's not visible to you, or you want to use another method of supporting me, become a channel member, a VIP member or anything, please read the video description. Everything's in there. And if you do, obviously, ever support the channel through the thingy-majiggy, I always give a shout out in the morning briefings. All right, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll speak to you hopefully at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock this evening.